All right, everybody, we're just giving it a couple seconds for everybody to be admitted to our session. About a 3 to 4 second delay. I believe we're ready to go. All right, welcome everyone. We're excited to have you here for the CompTIA CySA Plus Return on Investment webinar. Today, we'll explore how the CySA Plus has become the smart credential for defending modern cyber infrastructure. We're going to talk about its growing relevance, the value it delivers in real-world defense, and how it positions you for long-term success in cybersecurity. So let's get started and see how the CySA Plus can help you detect, analyze, and stay ahead of evolving threats. My name's Eric Reed, and I'm the founder of Eric Reed Cybersecurity Training. For over 25 years now, I've helped thousands of students advance their IT and their cybersecurity careers through focused, results-driven instruction. My certifications include the CEH, the CISSP, of course, the CySA Plus, which we're here today to talk about, spanning offensive, defensive, and enterprise-level security disciplines. At Eric Reed Cybersecurity Training, our mission is simple: help every student, first and foremost, pass the exam on the first attempt and develop the analytical mindset to thrive in cybersecurity operations. You can connect with me anytime at ericreedlive.com, on LinkedIn, or on our YouTube channel. By the way, the YouTube channel, we're taking requests. This will be your channel. What would you like to see content-wise? And we're going to make it happen. We're available for mentorship, updates, and upcoming training. If you ever have a question about anything, please reach out to me directly. All right, our overview of topics. Here is what we'll cover today as we explore the ROI of CySA Plus. We'll begin first with why CompTIA CySA Plus is such a valuable certification and how it strengthens your ability to detect, to analyze, and to respond to threats. Then we'll look at the return on investment, breaking down the career gains that you'll earn compared to your time and cost. We'll review job roles and salaries, take a look inside the CSO 004 exam, and talk about how to prepare successfully. Operative word being successfully. Finally, we'll highlight career growth, job security, and the Eric Reed Advantage, your blueprint for cybersecurity success. All right, first and foremost, why CompTIA CySA Plus? The CompTIA CySA Plus is built for professionals that are ready to advance from a foundational security plus knowledge layer to real-world cyber defense. It's designed specifically for analysts and defenders who want to strengthen their ability to detect, investigate, and respond to evolving threats. It's a globally recognized certification. CySA Plus validates your readiness to protect modern enterprise environments and to meet Department of Defense 8570 and 8140 requirements. It bridges the gap between Foundational Security Plus and advanced certifications, for example, Pen Test Plus, Security X, and CISSP, equipping you for the analyst defender level types of roles. It proves that you're ready to defend critical systems and contribute at the next level. Now, there is a bit of a logical progression. We call it the CompTIA security stack. In a nutshell, Security Plus, CySA Plus, Pen Test Plus, Security X. Now that's the natural linear progression, but it doesn't have to be taken in that exact order. Come back for our Security Stack webinars for more on that, or visit our website and our blog postings for more on the synergy of the 4 certifications. So this is the second step typically in your security journey. All right, the ROI, return on investment, and that's what it is. It's an investment of money, it's an investment of your time, and it's an investment of your energy. And you don't want to squander any one of those 3. We have very effective results-driven formats for guaranteeing your success. It's an investment that you will recoup with that first salary increase, that next level job, or that advancement in your current position, which I guess would be the next level job. The real return you gain from earning your CySA Plus certification. First, CySA Plus appears in thousands of analyst job postings and is trusted by employers as proof of real-world defensive capability. It is approved for DoD 8570 and 8140 compliance, making it essential for many government and contractor analyst roles, not preferred, required. It covers key areas: threat detection, analysis, and response, so that you can contribute immediately in operational security environments. Earning your CySA Plus validates your readiness for mid-level roles and delivers measurable long-term career ROI. And again, this is career-oriented. This is not a job that you'll sit still in for years. This is a career that you will advance in, and this industry rewards you for ongoing continuous education. All right, job security and career growth with CySA Plus. The cybersecurity demand keeps climbing. Think of it kind of like this. Are computer systems going away? Probably not. Are bad people going away out to do you harm or your systems? Probably not. Computers are used to achieve those threat actor objectives, and it's just going to get more and more required. So the demand keeps growing. Current projected job growth is about 32% by 2032. The CySA Plus positions you for advancement in security operations centers, in threat analysis, and incident response. These are roles that drive modern cyber defense. You do what you can to be proactive versus reactive. It's a natural path forward after your foundational Security Plus, opening doors to advanced certifications like Security X, CISSP, Pen Test Plus, and one of my personal favorites, the Certified Ethical Hacker. With CySA Plus, you're investing in adaptability, continuous skill development, and long-term cybersecurity career. All right, now the numbers, always interesting. What exactly can I expect to make in the job roles that require or prefer a CySA Plus style certification? So let's look at our earning potential. Incident responders, and these are just a few roles that we've selected for inclusion in the course presentation. Incident responders, average salaries from $100,000 to $146,000 per year, reflecting their expertise in handling real threats. Security engineers can earn between $49,000 and $142,000, designing, testing, and maintaining your defense systems. SOC analysts make $79,000 to $138,000 monitoring alerts and analyzing suspicious activity. And security consultants, when you've been in the business long enough where people will pay you for your experience and advice, at that point you become a consultant. That's where some of the big money comes in. You can earn from $51,000 to $171,000 or more, helping organizations strengthen their defenses. No matter what your role, the CySA Plus builds the foundation for long-term earning power and job stability in cybersecurity. Now, I want to take you out to our CySA Plus course page and our career pathways pages for more info. We just added these to the site, and my design team did an amazing job with this. Here's our new course pages, and if you scroll down, you've got your upcoming schedule, you've got the overview, you've got the outline, what the training includes, our current flash sale on A+, the intended audience, about the exam, about the instructor, and the exclusives, things you get only with Eric Reed cybersecurity training. If you scroll down, we've got the DoD 8570 and 8140 approved roles. 8570's IAT, IAM, cybersecurity professional roles, and a few of many of the DoD 8140 roles. So for more on that, you can take a look at the example job roles: incident responder, security engineer, cybersecurity analyst, or security consultant. By clicking on any of these, it takes you to our career pathways page. And the career pathways page lays out some standard job roles in information security, including but not limited to. This gives you a little bit more detail on the job role, the expected salary range, the key responsibilities, skills and knowledge areas, and the quick facts. And of course, the recommended certs that go with each role. So definitely visit us on our career pathways page or visit us on our website for more information. So no matter what your role, CySA Plus builds a defense foundation component that is an excellent complement to any security education, whether you're going to be focusing on it directly or not. All right, the exam. We have never had a student fail the CySA Plus exam. I'm going to say that one more time. We have never had a student fail the exam. Every student has passed on the first attempt because we've got really, really good exam prep. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But what to expect from the exam? The CySA Plus exam includes 85 questions. Now it's up to 85. Everybody's a little bit different depending on how many performance-based questions they get. You get 165 minutes to complete your up to 85 questions. It's a mix of MCQs, or multiple choice, and PBQs, or performance-based questions. Performance-based test your ability to apply knowledge in action. Sorry, I thought I had a chat in the chat window, apparently not. All right, so this is scenario real-world application of required skill sets. They simulate real-world analyst tasks, log review, alert triage, incident response investigation. Questions appear in a random order, but typically they're going to pepper you with a couple PBQs right out of the gate just to kind of hit the ground running. Our students are never unprepared for what they're going to see on the exam. So start strong, manage your time well. To pass, you'll need a score of 750 out of 900, which is kind of weird. They don't just use a scale of 1 to 1,000, but that works out to be about 83%. Remember, no internet, no external tools are allowed, just you and the exam. And you'll be monitored by a proctor, whether you take it online or you take it in person. Nothing will catch you by surprise, I promise, if you've completed the structured exam prep. So what are my options? How to prepare for the CySA Plus exam? Several ways to do that, ranging from self-study, which can be almost free, but take 12 months or longer and never includes your exam voucher. And on top of that, there's no guarantee that what you're studying is actually relevant to the exam. Lot to be said for structure and guidance. And again, the less structure or guidance you have, the more expended energy and the more wasted time. We have lots of students that come to us after attempting self-study where they did not make it on the first attempt, found that the materials they were using were irrelevant, outdated, especially with some of the online courses. Don't get me wrong, with the right discipline and direction, self-study can definitely work. Online video courses. Online video courses are more flexible, but they also often lack the structure, the accountability, and the expert feedback needed to stay on track. You can't pick up the phone and call your instructor typically with an online video course. On top of that, they may have been filmed a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years ago or more, depending on the course title. The exam evolves. It's probably not relevant to the current objectives. Traditional boot camps. Boot camps are very effective. They accelerate the process, but they vary widely in quality and in price. Boot camps, you show up for a week, you're locked up in a hotel room, you do nothing but exam prep, and you walk out certified at the end of the week. That's the idea. Since the pandemic, we don't do a lot of in-person training anymore. The industry paradigm has shifted, focused heavily on remote learning, and it is equally effective. One of the drawbacks to a boot camp is that you do pass the exam, but there's no ongoing support after the exam. They don't emphasize application of the skill sets. It's all about passing the test, which I adamantly agree with. First priority, pass the exam. Get the benefits of being certified, but be sure that you can apply the skills practically, you understand the theory, and you understand your next steps. That requires ongoing mentorship and guidance. At Eric Reed Cybersecurity Training, you'll receive expert-led instruction, always by me. I'm always your instructor. I've been doing this for 26 years. I know how to get this done. A guaranteed first attempt pass. That is not an exam pass guarantee. That's a guarantee you will pass on the first attempt. We build and structure our training with very specific performance metrics. Your exam voucher and exam are not scheduled until you're hitting your passing proficiencies. We make sure you step up to the plate, you swing the bat, and you knock it out of the park. A guaranteed first attempt pass gives you confidence and momentum. And there's no feeling like that win in the wins column. You're ready for the next challenge. We also provide all of the official course materials, the real world labs. We're rolling out our local lab products right around first quarter, second quarter of 2026. We're going to be building in a local VMware environment with reference virtual machines so that there's no subscription expirations on your cloud labs. I'm really looking forward to building that because every cyber professional should have their own local lab that is all yours to do with as you will. So we make sure that all your objectives are complete, but we do prioritize the exam. Get you certified as quickly as possible. Make you exam ready and then career ready. All right, the Eric Reed Training Advantage. I've been doing this a long time. I am obsessive about my pass rates. Our whole slogan is pass on the first attempt. I couldn't use that very long if we didn't back that up. You're going to be hard pressed to find a student that didn't pass on their first attempt with our training. We don't let it happen. So you're learning from over 25 years of proven experience in cybersecurity education. We use a proprietary, optimized training method that is built on top of official materials. Official vendor materials are generally the gold standard for mapping to the certification exams. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're rarely adequate in their default state to get you through the exam. There's more to the exam than you find in the materials. We make sure that that gap is bridged with our supplemental fast-track materials. We enhance for clarity, for retention, and for real-world relevance. Our students consistently achieve the best pass rates in the industry, thanks to the focused instruction, hands-on analyst-level preparation. You also have ongoing mentorship and coaching from me after class. As long as you have questions, I'm available. And I'm about developing lifelong, career-long relationships with my students. I want to be your coach, your guide through every phase of your cybersecurity career. That means I don't drop off the radar after class. I'm highly available. You'll have my cell phone number. If you have a question, give me a call. We also have our referral program that can fully fund your next certification. It is the best referral program in the industry. In a nutshell, for every referral, you get a $1,000 training credit. If you're in military, it's Operation Level Up. It's a little bit different. If you're a military student, let's talk directly. All right, our student success stories. My favorite thing to talk about. Our success stories speak for themselves. There is nothing like watching the look on a student's face when they pass an exam, or these days getting that email and congratulating. And I try to congratulate every student over the phone right away, because that's why I do what we do. I love it. I love helping students succeed, and I love building solutions that make that happen. Students, as I said, consistently achieve first-time passes with high scores. The scores are relevant. A pass is a pass, but our students pass by a comfortable margin. We set the performance metrics to make sure that that happens. Many launch new cybersecurity careers within months of completing training. Many students have a job waiting for them when they complete the certification, especially for the foundationals like Security Plus. Stepping confidently into analyst and SOC roles. We see incredible growth from Security Plus to CySA Plus to analyst roles as students turn knowledge into real-world results. And throughout their journey, as I mentioned before, receive personal mentorship and support from me directly, because at Eric Reed Cybersecurity, your success is our success. We build our reputation on, did you complete your certification? So, upcoming class dates. Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule. If you've decided that this sounds like the path to take, we've actually got a couple deals in place we're going to talk about in a second. All of our courses, whether it's CYSA Plus, CEH, CISSP, Security Plus, we currently deliver 21 courses at last count. We're adding a few more in for 2026, and we're bringing back the night schedule by popular demand. So I kind of retired from that because, man, 12 hours a day is kind of long, but we're bringing it back because there's been a lot of requests for the night schedule. So our next CYSA Plus is actually in an evening format. But the courses are delivered in a 5-day live format from Monday through Friday, or a 10-evening format designed for working professionals. And typically that's 2 days a week from 6 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Every session is available live and on demand. There's no arguing with the value of live instructor-led training. You've got an instructor to talk to ask questions, to explain things a different way. The on-demand types of training, though, there's a good argument for the flexibility and the convenience of that. So we combine both. It's always a live delivery, but it's available on demand since the sessions are recorded. You can learn at your own pace while still getting direct access from me directly through support hours, full instructor support, latest sessions, latest exam prep, everything current with live support, even on demand. So our on-demand students receive current recordings, updated materials, everything the live students received. They're just attending the session on their schedule. I have structured support hours. Those are support hours I'm guaranteed to be available. But if the phone rings, I'm going to typically answer it. So I am highly available. Ask any of my students, is Eric accessible? Oh, yeah. Any questions, let me know. The next class begins December 8th, 2025, and runs through January 31st, 2026. It's going to be running Monday and Wednesday evenings from 6 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Now, of course, you can attend live or you can attend on demand, still with direct instructor support. There's very little difference between the videos and the live sessions. So, of course, you're not sitting there live, but you're watching the same delivery. So it covers the best of both worlds and the drawbacks of neither. All right, at about 1 p.m., about 30 minutes or so, we're going to be sending out an email for the CYSA deal for webinar attendees. So be on the lookout for an email from me. You'll receive a follow-up email from Eric at ericreedlive.com with your CYSA class dates, enrollment options, and the webinar replay. Please add me to your contacts, check spam or promotions so the message is not missed. Now, usually we're pretty good about staying out of spam filters, but it may show up in a spam folder. All right, reply with your goals and timeline. Tell me your 5-day or 10-evening preference. And if you are Army, Air Force, National Guard, Space Force, thank you for your service. We have additional details for funding options for Army CA, Air Force Cool, payment cards, the whole gamut. Also, we have special promotions for just our service members, specifically Operation Level Up, unlimited training through unlimited referrals. If you want a quick call, say the word and I'll schedule it. I'm here to help you start your CompTIA CySA Plus journey as efficiently and easily as possible. All right, now again, that email has a special discount only for webinar attendees. And that does have a time expiration, that's still not right. It does have an expiration. Please definitely respond if you're interested to get that extra bonus discount. We also have a variety of promotions that we're running throughout the holiday season. So be on the lookout for emails on those as well. All right, we're going to do a Q&A. So now it's your turn to open. We're going to open the floor for questions. Ask anything about study tips, exam strategies, or career paths to make sure that you're fully prepared for your CYSA Plus journey. We can discuss funding options, upcoming class dates, mentorship, so you know exactly what steps to take next. Whether you're mapping your path from Security Plus to CYSA Plus or planning a full certification roadmap, I'm here to help you every step of the way. All right, so in your Zoom interface, there is a questions tab. Let me bring mine up here. All right, so the first question, what discounts do you have for former students and healthcare workers? Healthcare, first responder, and military, we have some promotional discounts. That varies from case to case. Former students typically get a returning student discount, but it depends on what we're currently running. So Akintadia, please reach out to me directly. We can discuss your options. It would be in addition to or instead of the web promotion. Good question. How is CYSA Plus different from Security Plus? Security Plus is the foundation. CYSA Plus is the defensive, the detecting, the analyzing, and defending in real time. So it's actually in the 4-step progression: Security Plus, CYSA Plus, Pen Test Plus, and then ultimately Security X. Do I need Security Plus before CYSA Plus? It's not required, but it does help. Now, these are kind of layered from foundational to defensive to offensive to oversight, and it does make kind of a logical progression between each layer. It's not required, but it does help. If you want to backfill your Security Plus later, we can definitely do that. We also provide bundling options for multiple courses. We're still working on we're still hammering out the details We're looking for a package that includes all 4 courses in progression. Haven't quite worked out what that's going to look like, but we're always available to make it as cost-effective for you as possible. What jobs can I get after CYSA Plus? So I did notice that we have, by the way, great turnout today, everybody. I really appreciate everybody being here. I did notice we've got more attendees than we had at the beginning of the webinar. So you might have missed our job roles and our salary ranges. The typical roles include the SOC analyst, the threat analyst, and incident responder. You can also review, if you missed the first part of the webinar, you can also review the video link, which will be sent out in the follow-up email. And actually, let me roll on back here a little bit. Okay, so there's the salary ranges. And again, you can visit our course and career pathways page for more specifics. All right, so that's our jobs. How long to prepare? Everybody's a little bit different. It depends on where we are in the exam life cycle. My wife is actually taking A+ training with me this week. She's doing great. She took Core 1 last week. She's taking Core 2 this week, and she's just about ready to test on Core 1 from last week. She's actually ready. I've told her that, but she wants a couple more passes through the prep. She's currently working with a question base of about 300 to 400 questions. So that is directly proportionate to the time and effort. The exam life cycles will range from 200 questions initially to 1,300 at the end of the life cycle. So everybody's a little bit different on how quickly they get through those materials. But on average, with structure, I'd say the average is about a month. Self-paced, 2 to 3. Consistency makes the difference. Now, it is definitely possible to be ready to test within 1 week. We have students do it all the time. We activate boot camp mode, where it's nothing but exam questions and flashcards for a solid week. Definitely doable. Again, boot camp mode means you're kind of living and breathing this for a week. Are the PBQs really that difficult? Not really, if you're prepared for it. With our fast track exam prep, it's heavily optimized. It's laser targeted. It is, at the risk of tooting my own horn, it's the best in the industry. You know that fast track prep, you're going to pass the real thing. Does your CYSA Plus expire? It does. Yes, all certification vendors these days require renewal, continuing educational credits, and annual maintenance fees. So after 3 years, you need to renew it, typically by earning a higher level certification. Although some of my earlier CompTIA certifications, I'm grandfathered in. My A+, my Network Plus, my Security Plus, I don't have to update those before the CEs. Average salary, that's, again, based on the roles, I'd say you would range between about 80 and 130, depending on the role. Now, that's not to say you get the certification, you automatically get this salary. These are the job roles that the CYSA is typically associated with. The certification is the start. It gets you in the door, but of course, your performance, your work ethic, all that matters, and where you are in your career. But the more certifications, the better. Primarily, it shows that you're trainable and that you've learned an extensive knowledge base to pass these exams. And then it's up to the employer to actually apply those skills in your environment. But the labs do a good job of preparing you on that. Yeah. Is it required for 8570 or 8140? Yes. 1 second. Let's do this. Let me show you our 8570 and 8140 on the Career Pathways page. All right. So if you head out to ericreedlive.com, under the training topics, we have DoD 8140, 8570. And this takes you through the old 8140, the old 8570 baseline. We've got it broken into our information assurance, technical and management, various levels, the cybersecurity provider, and then each one of these maps to the requirements for that category. The 8140 is a rework of everything. We're trying to find an effective way to represent that on the website, but it's pretty extensive. So it fits different job roles, but again, our course page gives you some of the specifics for the roles. And my design team did an absolutely amazing job on all this. It just looks fantastic. Also, anything on the website you would like to see, this is also your website. So please let me know if there's anything you would like to see included. And the learning management system, we broke ground on that a week and a half ago. So by the time it's all said and done, all your extended courses, micro certifications, all of that is going to be built into the LMS for easy access. Well, thank you. So I've got a comment here. Can attest to bootcamp mode. I've done CHFI, CND, and CEH in 5 study nights with the masterclass. Thank you. You can do the same. It's a little bit different with EC Council courses versus CompTIA. And then CISSP, ISC squared is a different strategy altogether. The tools that I will learn in training, that varies. There's security, incident, and event management systems, things like Splunk, QRadar, et cetera. There's scanners like Nessus or Nmap, analyzers, analytics tools, event correlation engines. These are the same tools that real analysts will rely on daily. Yes. Yeah, so, and we structure this exam first. So your course materials, the full course materials are included. We focus on the exam. We don't even have you activate your labs, any of that stuff until you pass the exam. You'd be amazed at how much focus that exam takes. We want you successful right out of the gates. Then we activate your course materials, your labs, and give you the full 1-year access from the time of activation. So we do it in stages and we prioritize the exam prep. And believe me, it's the way to do it. If you have to step away for a while, for whatever reason, and the clock is ticking on your labs, you have less time to work with them once you're ready to concentrate on the labs. So we used to activate everything at once, but then we'd have soldiers getting deployed. They come back after like a year. They're like, hey, my labs expired. I'm like, yeah, they expire a year after activation. So we have everything in a nice orderly fashion. How do we guarantee first attempt success? We make sure you're hitting your performance metrics before your exam vouchers even released. Nobody steps up ahead of, try that again. Nobody steps up to the plate without being ready to swing the bat. And our numbers don't lie. We publish our pass rates on social media every week. Every week we put out the 100% pass rate. It's very rare that we miss a week. Guaranteed. What if you don't pass? You get a retake. Yep. Yeah, you get 1 year from the date of the first class date, the start of class, to complete your training, to activate your labs, which is more than enough. But if you need an exam retake, it's always provided if you've hit the metrics. That's our guarantee. But we want you passing on the first attempt. Class is live, self-paced, or both? Both, actually. They're always a live class. We're using Zoom webinars right now. For live classes, we use Zoom meetings. So it's interactive, it's a chat, video windows, you can talk to me and so forth. All of those sessions are recorded, just like today's webinar is being recorded and available for all students in the current cohort. So you can show up for class when you can. If your schedule doesn't allow it, watch the videos, but you always have direct access to me. We structure the class day to be lecture first, labs and exam prep second. I'm always available during those support hours, morning, afternoon, and evening hours, and I'm also available on Saturdays. If you want to do every Saturday for 5 Saturdays, or every Sunday, however you want to break it up. But the advantage of our on-demand live versus traditional self-paced is the instructor access. And it's the latest version of the course. It's always the latest live delivery. Army credentialing assistants, absolutely. We do a ton of Army CA training. Credentialing assistants, Army Ignited, Air Force Cool, they all cover it. We handle the paperwork. We take you through it step by step. We submit your grades. We also have, again, the Operation Level Up. So for those service members, again, thank you for your service. You can get unlimited certifications through referrals for students that use their CA. So it's no out of pocket for anyone and a full cybersecurity education. Yep, definitely reach out directly for more information. We'll get you set up. Right now, the government being shut down, and nothing's moving on that. So as soon as it reopens, we'll be back into enrollment mode. Yes. What's included? Everything. Now, be careful too. You'll see other training providers that don't provide the exam voucher. It's a certification class. Why would I not get the exam voucher? So be sure you know what you're paying for. We are always all inclusive. You're going to get the labs, the courseware, the voucher, the custom fast track exam prep, which is available nowhere else but here, which gives us our 100% pass rates, and full mentorship. I'm your mentor, your coach during class and after for the duration, and no extra cost. 1 year for the subscription. Now you'll get 1 year access to the materials. That keeps you in motion, more than enough time to complete. What comes next after CYSA Plus? It depends. There's CEH, which I always recommend, Pen Test Plus, which gives you the methodology. At the end of the road, you definitely want to get your CISSP. That is by far and away the gold standard certification. It's the big kahuna, but it's also like taking the bar exam for lawyers. So we put that one way at the end, but eventually you're going to want to complete your CISSP. Will CYSA Plus help if I'm already in IT? It depends on your role. Now, some managers, hiring managers, training managers, whatever, are very certification focused, some not so much. It never works against you. Having the credentials sets you apart from the other candidate that doesn't have the credentials. And these days, almost invariably, there's requirements. They say preferred, but without it, you get filtered out of the resume stack. So will it help if you're already in IT? Absolutely. It elevates you from your IT ops to cybersecurity defense. And the career shift between IT and cyber is definitely a transition. So just to give you an idea, we have the A+, the Network Plus, the foundational ITs, and then Security Plus, CYSA, Pen Test Plus, Security X, which used to be called CASP. Then we've got the Linux Plus, we got Cloud Plus. It's the other one we just picked up. I'm drawing a blank. We offer most of the well-known CompTIA certifications. Cloud Plus, there's one I'm missing here. It's just not there. Tell you what, let's head out to the website. All right, so currently, just to give you an idea, like under CompTIA, we got A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, CySA Plus, Security X, flash sale going on today. We got to turn that off. That's expired. A CASP Plus is Security X, Cloud Plus, Linux Plus, Pen Test Plus. We're going to be adding some ISACA certifications next year as well. And then, of course, we've got the EC Council Core 4, IC Squared as well. Now, if you take a look at level up. 1 second here. I'll show you the stackables. All right, if you look at the CompTIA stackables, these are multiplier certs. So for example, when you get CompTIA A+ and Network Plus, you become a certified IT operations specialist. I just had a student complete 29 certifications in 4 months. He started with EC Council. He works for Raytheon Industries. His tuition reimbursement took care of the whole thing. He's like, let's do it. So he stacked up all the CompTIAs, all the multipliers, and we're finishing everything off with CISSP. 29 certifications in 4 months. So there's more information on the stackables. Where you want to proceed, there's always a next step. But let's start off with your CySA Plus first and take that next step when it presents itself. So great questions. Yeah, we'll have some webinars where we have almost no engagement. So it's a big group today. So again, thanks for being here, everybody. Great group. Thanks for taking the time. If you have any questions, additional questions, please let me know. I think our questions have kind of slowed down here. All right, any other questions? All right, we're getting ready to wrap up. My questions window just moved on me here. 1 second. Payment plans, yes. We currently accept Affirm. We're working on a couple other ones, Klarna, ClearPay, little difference in merchant agreements with each one. And for whatever reason, there's a lengthy approval process. Like our Affirm took about 1 year and 3 months for them to even respond. So currently we do have payment plans available. You can actually apply through Affirm. Let's do this. If you go to the checkout, on the checkout page, it'll give you the Affirm, and they'll give you a redirect to Affirm to talk about what you qualify for, your payment terms. We also have PayPal buy now, pay later, I think they call it, which is available through PayPal. All right, so I think that's everything. Any other questions? All right, well, it's time to wrap up. I want to thank everybody for attending. If you're ready to advance your career, then CompTIA CySA, it's a game changer for analyst roles. Now, there are other vendor equivalents. The associated course for like EC Council will be the Certified Network Defender, but there is some overlap in other certification areas as well. So if you like the analytics, you like the defensive side, you're looking for the next step after Security Plus, this is definitely the one. The demand for skilled analysts, operative word there being skilled, is growing every day. Salaries are rising. Organizations need experts who can detect and defend against real-world threats. So let's make it happen. Contact us today. Take the next step towards your CompTIA CySA Plus certification, and visit us again at Eric Reed Live if you have any questions. All right, thanks for being here today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our time together, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in class. Any questions, please do reach out directly. Be happy to answer any questions. Get on the phone, Zoom session, whatever you need.